Hi guys, welcome back to That's So Thinkative. I'm your host Janelle, aka the baddest. Hope everyone is doing well. It's election day. Oh my god, girl. Let's pray. I pray to the gods. Oh, I pray to the gods that Kamala. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are taking care of yourself and not stressing too much, cause yeah. Well, welcome back to That's So Thinkative. I wanted to be very timely and do a presidential episode where I list some unusual facts about some of our presidents. Some of these facts you probably already heard about and knew about and things like that, or you've never heard of these and you're like, what the hell? I don't know what you've learned and what you didn't, but some of these things I did not know and some of the things I did know. I got most of these facts from online. I'm going to list all the sources in the show notes, but also from one of my favorite podcasters and one of my favorite podcasts that I hope comes back. It's called Very Presidential with Ashley Flowers. Ashley Flowers also does a podcast called Crime Junkie. If you've never heard of it, you're living under a rock. But before we get into the episode, Nelly Nel left us a voicemail. So let's hear what she got to say. Hey girl, I was just calling to see if you listened to Meg's new album, cause bitch, she got a bad bitch in here shaking ass. She got a bad bitch in here shaking ass. I'm over here doing handstands. I'm over here opening my root chakra. I don't know. She did this one. This is Tina Down, Up and Down a Block. Like, Tina was in the booth, like, rent was due. It's so good. And I also was listening to Tyler's new album. People like him remind me that I need to get back in my creative bag. I love when I see how creative and how fun and how free he makes music sound and also very vulnerable at the same time. It's kind of crazy. And yeah, girl, we got good music out right now. You need to tap the fuck in. Tap in. I'm tired of leaving voicemails on here, so I'm going to need you to answer the phone next time. I'm tired of doing this. So talk to me later. Call me back immediately. All right, I'll make sure to pick up next time. Now, let's talk about a whole bunch of people who would probably call me the hard R. The first fact I have for y'all is Martin Van Buren. He was our 8th president, and he was the first actual USA-born president because he was born in 1782, 6 years after the colonists declared the independence from Britain. He also he made the word or the phrase "okay" very popular because people would call him the old Kinderhook, and he would like initial "okay." John Quincy Adams was really interesting. He liked to skinny dip. Like, he would go skinny dipping every morning in the Potomac River, according to his daily journal. Don't know what the hell that was about. And he also was the first like father and son. You know how like LeBron and Bronny, yeah, they were the first father and son president, with John Adams being the second president and him being, I think he was like the 6th or something like that president. His dad, John Adams, was beefing heavy with Thomas Jefferson. Like, they did not like each other. And it was really crazy. I'm going to go into Thomas in a minute, but it was really crazy because they ended up dying on the same day. On July 4th, might I add. Now let's talk about Thomas. Thomas Jefferson was a really... According to Ashley Flowers on that podcast I was talking about earlier, he was a hypocrite, the biggest hypocrite of them all. He hated Alexander Hamilton and John Adams, like I mentioned. He was vice president for John Adams, and the reason why he became vice president is because during that time period, like whoever you ran against and whoever lost would become the vice president of the person who won. So the person would become the president and the one who lost would become the vice president. And I'm so glad they said hell no, because imagine working with someone who views you completely hate and who you just lost to. Like, that don't sound like that's going to be a time to be had. So they didn't agree on anything, and that's probably why the beef was so heavy and strong. Supposedly, John Adams' last words were Thomas Jefferson, and something like they think he said Thomas Jefferson lives, but he didn't know that Thomas had just died earlier that day. Also, speaking of Thomas Jefferson, this man hated John Adams so bad, and when he when he lost the election, he became vice president. He ran again and he became the president next time. But one of the biggest reasons why he became the president is because he helped do a smear campaign on John Adams. But during that time period, you were not supposed to be doing that type of stuff. It wasn't good to talk negative about your opponent. So he had to do it sneakily. And he told a local reporter to write this smear campaign, and that reporter did. But during that time period, if you did some shady stuff like that and talk crap about the president and stuff like that, they could put you in jail and fine you. And so they did that to that reporter, and Thomas had said, oh no, I'm gonna pay for you, don't worry about it, I'm gonna bring you back to Virginia. They ain't gonna sweat you. They sweated that man, and he was actually really struggling. He just lost his wife, and he also had several kids. So he was placed in jail, and then when he got out of jail, he had a huge fine he had to pay. And Thomas wasn't trying to pay it. After telling him to do that little smear campaign, Thomas was like, nah, I'm good. Once he got into office, I think he was in office by this time. But that guy ended up passing away mysteriously. So yeah, they just been shady from the get-go, girl. They've been shady from the get-go. Now, another unusual fact is about Andrew Jackson. This racist motherfucker. He would hate that I even said his name, but he loved to fight. He was a fighter, not a lover. He was really known for dueling a lot. In one duel, he challenged this lawyer in 1806, Charles Dickinson's, to a duel after Charles had said something crazy about Jackson's wife. So Jackson was like, pull up, bro, whatever, right? So during this duel, Jackson had this bright idea where he's gonna let Charles shoot first, hoping that Charles will be in a rush and won't aim properly, and so he won't actually hit Jackson, and that would give Jackson opportunity to have Charles stand completely still, so Jackson can shoot him, right? Or shoot at him. Because that's how they did it back then in duels. And Charles did exactly that. He rushed and he didn't aim properly, but he hit Jackson in the chest. And for some reason, Andrew could still lift his hands and end up shooting Dickinson's down dead. And he also didn't like he didn't like paper money. So the fact that he's on a $20 bill is kind of funny, because he would hate that if that was you're paying homage to a man who actually would have been pissed. Another fact is that James K. Polk's wife, she was a Debbie Downer. Bro did not like any type of fun going on ever. She banned dancing, drinking, and card games while in the White House. James Buchanan, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure most people don't know who this man is, because he wasn't a really loved president. He was he shared the same birthday as me, April 23rd. Much, way before me, though. And he never married, so he was a lifelong black bachelor, and he was the first president ever, still to this day, to never be married while in the White House. It was rumored that he was a little, a little, like the LGBTQ. A lot of presidents were. He wasn't the only one rumored that way. There was a lot of them, actually. Abraham Lincoln created the Secret Service. So the people that's supposed to protect the president, he created the Secret Service just hours before he was assassinated. Many men wish death upon me. Blood in my eyes, talking I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. And niggas trying to take my life away. William McKinley was shot twice in the stomach, and as he was bleeding out, he was telling the Secret Service people not to hurt that man. He passed away from his injuries, and he was also the first president to use the telephone. Our 23rd president, Benjamin Harrison, was the first president to use or have electricity in the White House. Him and his wife was actually extremely afraid to be damn, that word was beating my ass. They were extremely afraid to be electrocuted that they didn't even like touch the lights. So if the lights were on, the lights were on. I'm dead. If the lights were off, the lights were off. They just did not touch it at all. I think I'm gonna call a friend to ask them if this is true or false. Let's see if they answer the phone though.
Sade.
I'm recording an episode and I wanted to see if you can answer these two questions. True or false? Nixon funded his political career with poker winnings.
I wouldn't put it past his ass. I want to say true.
You are right.
See?
Okay, and then Warren G. Harding lost the White House, fined China in a poker game.
Wait, run that back one more time.
Warren G. Harding lost the White House, fined China in a poker game.
I want to say I wouldn't put it past him, but there can't be two truths back to back.
You never know.
I want to say true because I don't trust niggas.
And you will be absolutely right. You trusted your gut, and I love that. You're so smart.
Hello.
Hi, baby.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. I was just going to call you too.
Girl, okay, I'm filming an episode for a podcast, and I want to ask you a true or false question about one of our presidents. A few of our presidents.
Okay.
Okay. True or false? Nixon funded his political career with poker winnings.
I'm going to say it's true.
And you'll be absolutely right. Okay. True or false? Warren G. Harding lost the White House, fined China in a poker game.
False.
Nope, it's true.
Oh, wow.
That was all. That's all I wanted. I'm going to call you back, though.
Okay.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Bye. Another fun fact is that Herbert Hoover and his wife spoke Mandarin in the White House when they didn't want others to know what they were saying. So his wife spoke several languages. Herbert did as well, but she was really like into that. So she knew a lot of languages. And Mandarin was one of the ones that they knew most people didn't know. And so that's what made them learn it together so they could say it in the White House. I thought that was cute. They were probably saying some crazy stuff. The last fact is I voted for Kamala Harris in the 2024 president election for the United States of America. It was a very, very, very easy choice. Kamala was born in Oakland, California on October 20th, 1964. From our astrology girly, she's a Libra sun, Aries moon, so she don't play. Gemini rising like me, so she's very personable and she got character. She got personality. She got pizzazz. Her parents were activists who met at UC Berkeley pursuing graduate degrees. The two bonded over their passion for the civil rights, and they often took Kamala to protest in a stroller as she was a child. She's the eldest daughter. So if you're an eldest daughter out there, I'm just sending you all my love. I have a lot of friends who are the eldest daughter, so girl, I know y'all be going through it. Kamala went to middle school and high school in Montreal, Canada. When she was 13, her and her younger sister actually held like a protest outside their apartment building to allow for kids to be able to play on the lawn. I'm hearing it was pretty successful. When she was Attorney General, California was offered $4 billion in a national mortgage settlement over the foreclosure crisis. Harris did not want to sign that, and she wanted more, so she fought for more. People thought she was just grandstanding and just not, just making a fuss. But she ended up managing to get $20 billion for California homeowners. as Attorney General, she also created Open Justice, or helped create Open Justice, which is an open online platform to make criminal justice data available to the public, so you can look up what some crimes are, and it helped improve police accountability by collecting information on the number of deaths and injuries of those in police custody. She loves to cook, she loves to read, she loves German chocolate cake, apparently. That was a bar, low-key. In a recent Call Your Daddy episode, which I love that podcast, by the way, Alex had Vice President Harris on, and she was asked about Governor Sarah of Arkansas's remarks about her children, meaning Sarah's children, keeping her humble, and that Harris doesn't have anything to keep her humble. Strange thing to say, but whatever. And Harris responded, I don't think Sanders understands that there are a lot of women out here who, one, are not aspiring to be humble. She ate. I fear she ate. She ate. So yeah, take that, Sarah. Kamala has been a lot of firsts, and I'm sure all of them mean and have meant a lot of things to a lot of different people. But I think this first one would be monumental. It would be a step in the right direction, and I'm hoping for a better future because, God, yeah. So if you're voting for Kamala, I hope to see you at the polls. If you're not, I hope you stay home. So there's that. Hope you guys have a lovely day. I'm wishing you nothing but love and peace. And please like, comment, subscribe. Follow me at THATSSOTHINKATIVE on Instagram and TikTok. I am so grateful for you. Thank you. Bye.